Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Bouncing. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Maria. Thank you for being here today. I'm very excited as usual. It's another week starting. Hi, Patricia. So I thought we would bring in like creatures from spring. So bringing in bees. So we need those bees to pollinate and cross pollinate, whatever they do. I'd like to have them, but a little bit away from me, not too close. Hi, Pat. So we'll bring in the the any positivity of bees that you want to bring in for today's practice and to use it during our day. So let's see how we can do that. So we're going to start by standing with our feet shoulder hip distance apart. Bend the knees, relax your shoulders. Going to tip this a little bit. Just let those shoulders melt down. Your fingers are spread. You feel the earth underneath your feet. Feel it coming up. Hi, Alicia. Coming up through the body. Say good morning to your lower dantian, your middle dantian. You could say good morning to your upper dantian. Coming up out of the top of the head, feeling not the upper dantian is coming out of the top of your head, but feeling the connection from the top of your head to the center of the universe. And there's a brilliant sun there. And I like to think of it having all the love of everyone we've ever loved and everyone who's ever loved us. Just pouring down the unconditional love of the universe, of life itself, coming into us, feeling us, get warmer, filling us up, going down into the earth, and just realizing always, we're becoming aware that we're always connected between heaven and earth. Smile on our face, touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Tuck your chin in just a little bit, just to align the neck with the rest of the spine, and bounce from the knees. So my feet are flat on the ground and I'm just bouncing. Feel when we bounce, the muscles in our legs are acting as energy pumps, pumping up the chi from the earth through ourselves, and why not go all the way to the universe, and then the universe sends down the love and chi, zen chi, coming in through us and into the earth. So we're a little conduit between heaven and earth. Pretty good job to have. Let's take our hands up and we will do our 5 minutes of bouncing with our hands over our head to live to 100. And you want to let your hands just flap. So I'm trying not to hold them. I'm trying not to move them. I'm just letting them totally bounce based on the bouncing from our knees. And you can have them way up over your head, or if that doesn't work for you, you do exactly what does. One up, one down, however that works for you. Anything you can't do physically, use your visualization, use your imagination. And you've seen me here before. If I've injured my arm or something, where I use my visualization, and then within so many days, I can get my arms up again. So know that that absolutely happens. And you can do Spring Forest Qigong standing, sitting, or lying down. You just modify it to what you can do. If you're sick or whatever reason you hurt your leg and you cannot move, you can't stand, then you do it sitting. If you just can't get out of bed today, just flip it on and do it anyway from your bed and just do the best you can. You can put your hands up maybe, or you can do the clapping and tapping, and you can visualize the whole practice. Morning, Dorothy. Happy Monday. So remember why we bounce. We're waking up the chi in our body, in all the organ systems, and getting it flowing. We're helping to um, soothe the muscles. Get them moving. It's not the right word, but it's fine. And our joints, get everybody moving again, ready for the day. And we help our breathing, so we get more oxygen in by breathing in slowly, deeply, and gently. And then when we do this specifically, we breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. This helps us detoxify. The bouncing does too. So if you have overnight, for whatever reason, toxins can gather in our tissues. So we're helping them to be released through our skin, or get with the oxygen, that we have our circulation and it goes in the blood, grabs the stuff the body no longer needs, and then it goes out through various ways. Pardon me. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. And we also have the opportunity, which is nice when we have our 5 minutes of bouncing, to think about relaxing with our breath. So breathe out, follow your out breath, let it go as long as it goes, maybe 2 or 3 times the amount of your in breath. And then we gently wait, patiently, and the body's going to breathe in again. I'm going to drink a sip of water here. You keep bouncing it 1 more minute. I do have my yin yang water, but it's over there. Do you remember how to do yin yang water? You start with a cup and you put in about halfway full just cold water from the tap. Then you boil water, and it is best to have it not in the microwave. So stovetop, or with one of those electric pots. I really like my electric one. And then you pour in the other half with hot. See, yin and yang. Yin is cold, yang is hot. Then you can add a little bit of honey, or if you like lemon, you could add a little lemon. Let's have our hands come down and go side to side. And then you send a message into the water, because water holds messages. So you send a message of what you want for today, health and wellness. Breathe in through the nose, continue to breathe out through the mouth, unless your system changes it for you. Like if you are in such good balance already, you may have switched automatically to in and out through the nose. So the guidance is all of the active exercises. We breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. But it's also what is right for you today. Okay, good. Breathe in and out, and let's bring up those beautiful shoulders up to our ears. Head goes back, scrunch back a little bit, like you are trying to glue 2 pieces together. You've skipped the neck altogether. Continue to have the tongue touching the roof of the mouth and breathing in and out gently and slowly and deeply. Release the shoulders down. Remember when we do Spring Forest Qigong, these movements are slow and gentle and repetitive by design. So this isn't regular kind of exercise. And release down. For your cardiovascular health, that kind of thing, muscle building. We're opening up our channels. We're working with our chi. So I guess you could call it chi-exercise. Cup the top of our head now. Cup the base of your head. When we do all these things in 9 seconds, I usually do a little bit more on the cheeks and the eyes, just because I talk a lot, but you don't have to. And also because these are the front two main energy channels. And so we want to keep those clear. Let's clap our hands to simulate our heart. Come to the inside of the left elbow and the right side. Underarm left side, right side, window of the lungs, and the right side. 2 more sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Inside left elbow. Feel how you're really starting to wake up and notice your body is with you. Every part of your body is like, hey, I'm here. Let's have some fun today. Let's do one more time. Inside left elbow, and start to notice that your chi is moving. See if you can feel it. If you feel more awake and alive, then go kind of underneath that feeling a little bit and see. Discover what is happening. Why do you feel that way? Is there swirling? Is there heat? What's going on? Cup your kidneys. Rub with the backs of your hands and the palms. Tap your tailbone. And we want an open fist or a loose hand. And then bringing our thumbs in, we go to the hip point, which is behind the bone. So you'll find a little dimple there, and that's where you want to go. There are different meridians that we're hitting here. And Master Lin loves this one because, if you might remember, he had really bad arthritis. And so this is like really, really perfect one for anyone who has arthritis. So instead of doing it 9, you might want to do it 2 minutes or 4 minutes or 8 minutes or 30 minutes and see what happens. Do it for a week, 2 weeks, 100 days. All right, but remember, gentle. I did this once thinking, okay, I really want this cleared out. And then, my sciatic nerve, wherever it is, was like, wah, for about 10 days. So gentle, slow, and repetitive. Remember those. All right, so that is, then we'll come down to the knees because I didn't do that yet. So we'll come down. Let's do both sides of the left knee right now. And then we'll cup both the front and back of the left knee. And both sides of the right knee. And the front and back. And this morning, just to say good morning Monday, come up on the toes, down on the heels. Heel drops. You can be gentle though, and avoid this if you're pregnant. And just let go of the last week and the weekend, the fun you did, the stuff you got done, the gardening or whatever, and what you didn't get done. We're just let it all go so that we are as connected to ourselves and as balanced as we can, and just be in the Zen Chi, so we can bring in the energy of the universe to help to clear any blockages and bring in healing faster and more completely. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so we get into beginning of the universe position. Physical form, our feet grounded, hip or shoulder width apart. Bend your knees, tuck your tailbone. Feel that release in the lower back. Trying to help tucking the tailbone so that your spine feels strong, straighter. And think of it and feel it. The tailbone and the spine all the way up, strong and straight and long. And you have so much room between your each vertebra and whatever it needs. So there's everything has enough room. Everything is in perfect alignment. Come up to the C7. So happy. Tuck your chin in a little bit to help bring the all those little guys in the in your neck in alignment with the rest of the spine. Smile, let joy bubble up from your heart. So you smile, touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Let's let our shoulders melt down a little bit more, elbows out a bit, and really stretch your fingers and toes for quite a few seconds. Let's just stretch, 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 stretch. That's going to stimulate 6 meridians in the hands and 6 in the feet. So let the tips of the fingers and toes still feel activated. Maybe you even feel a little fuzziness or something to let you know. And now we'll switch our breathing to in and out through the nose. Still feeling the connection, heaven all the way down to earth and back. Still feeling the beams of light from the beautiful sun. And then let's just feel our position. Okay, feel your physical position, the weight on your feet, left and right and front and back. Feel everything is aligned effortlessly. And if it's not effortless yet, just put it down that it will be. Say the password, I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. Connect to your master, your teacher, your guide, your God. Connect to your family. Whatever you trust implicitly, universal unconditional love, and ask for what you want from your practice today. And know that joy is bubbling up and keeping that smile on your face the whole time. And we're going to start our healing movements. So take your right hand over your upper chest, left hand over the lower dantian. Elbows are out. There's space between your body and your hands. Close your eyes. Feel the energy in your torso. Visualize the column of light from the top of your head to the bottom of your torso. And you can we haven't talked about Qigong breathing for a while, so let's try that. Breathing in through the nose and bringing in your abdomen, your lower abdomen, just a little bit, even just a fraction. And then release your breath when you're ready through your nose and release your abdomen. This helps us to balance the yin and yang energy in the top and the bottom of the body. So as we're holding it here, we had done the physical part. This is helping us with the top and bottom. Remember how we sometimes do that? Feeling the top chi and the bottom chi and and allowing or inviting balance, side to side, front to back, inside to outside. And that might help you feel this column of light. Use your focus on your palms of your hands and your fingers to feel it. And we're going to move this column by taking our right hand out and down. Good morning, Shelby. And our left hand in and up. We create some kind of a elliptical pattern in front of the body, and just do what feels right for you. Some people have theirs come out more, or they're a little more round. Let your hands go as high as your forehead and as low as the bottom of your torso. See or feel the light coming from your beautiful heart through the shoulders, elbows, and palms, and shining up and down your body, up and down the whole torso and spine. Go into your head and brain. Give some beautiful chi coming in. A little conversation of the whole body with your soul. The light from your soul. Smile, smile, smile. And feel happy because we're helping our liver system. The liver system in the body, the liver organ system. And we can think of spring and the element wood. We can use the color green. We can use the sound she. And breathe in slowly, and then with a lower tone, she. And feel that vibration. See, we've got vibration going, we have sound, we have visualization. We're bringing in our abdomen a little bit as we breathe in, bringing in that Qigong breathing technique. And we're releasing anger. So anger is a emotion, we call it negative emotion, because it's a low vibration. And we can release it from the body. That can cause blockages, which can cause damage to our liver. Liver, not liking the anger. So we're going to release it out by bringing in happiness. You can just laugh. You can bring in the color green. You can just smile. You can sing a song. You can think of those bees. So that's our word for today is bees. I figured this week we'll do critters. And so watch them flitting from flower to flower, doing their work. See how organized they are in their hives, how they cooperate. I mean, that's a great thing. So think of yourself as a bee, and you're being a bee doing your Qigong. Give yourself the confidence of the bee. They seem to always know what they're doing and where they're going. What does the chi feel like? Let's just slow it down for a few seconds, few more seconds, and just see if you can feel the chi in your body a little bit more. And whether you can or not, say, I feel the chi better today, because it's going to happen. Now let your hand stop in front of your lower dantian. Traditionally, left hand is or right hand is in for females, left hand out, left hand's in for males, right hand out. Whichever way lands for you today is perfect. Take 3 deep, gentle breaths in and out. Feel the communication between your hands and your lower dantian and see that light in your lower dantian. So happy. And we'll release down our hands and stay focused on the lower dantian. When we practice, our chi field expands and intensifies. We want to bring the chi back in as a ball of light to the lower dantian and then spin it, spin it, spin it. Faster and faster, get smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter. We're condensing it down into what we call a dan, which is a little pill, a little elixir. So let it spin, 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 turn into a little tiny pill, and tuck it deep behind the navel. Since we're having fun, and I like to have fun, I'll make mine a little bee crystal. I'm making sure it's a crystal bee because I don't really want that bee zooming around. Tuck it deep behind your navel. All right, so have fun. Have fun with the idea. Rub your hands together. Smile. Got to remember that life is blissful, and allow yourself to be blissful. Yeah, you want to learn the techniques. So what I suggest is while you do the first couple rounds of whatever movement you're doing, you say, okay, let's see if I can do it the best that I can. And then after that, you just let go. Let's rub our ears top to bottom. Let's rub them 9 times today and see what happens when you do that many times. Are your ears warm? Can you feel that they've helped you to bring in the chi to all the parts of your body? Excellent. Let's take our hands from both sides and imagine 10,000 more hands joining ours, our arms and hands coming out, and the universe, can you feel it? The universe is just so grateful and is dumping in so many gifts for you to use today. We take our hands together, settle down on your head for a moment, accept the gifts, accept the responsibility to share all those good things, and we say thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, sorry. And I say many, many blessings, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Bye.